is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales, woo! Tales of daring, do bad, and good DuckTales. Danger! Watch behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some DuckTales, woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales, woo! Tales of daring, do bad, and good DuckTales, woo! Not ponytails or counting tails, no DuckTales, woo!
Hi Chargers, my name is Eden and welcome back to Dear Charlie. I have this week's letter, so let's just get into it. Dear Charlie, I left my backpack in the garage and my dad ran it over and destroyed my laptop and I don't know what to do. So to answer this question, I invited not only the librarian but also our tech integration specialist, Mr. Downing. Welcome, Mr. Downing.
Thank you. Accidents happen. We get that. So as long as it wasn't like he drove over it 5 times because he wanted to make sure it was broken or something like that, just bring it on into the swap room. We'll be able to get that fixed, and we're probably not going to charge you for that if it was truly an accident.
Yeah, okay. You heard it. Thank you, Mr. Downing.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, Chargers. There's an in-person mailbox in front of B10 to submit your letters, and also, as usual, here's the QR code. Thank you. See you next week.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Kent Ridge Weekly. My name's Harper.
And I'm Kathleen.
And these are your weekly
Kent Ridge
athletic
updates.
Today we have girls golf versus Mount Rainier at 3 p.m., C-team football at Tahoma at 4 p.m., girls volleyball versus Auburn Riverside. C and JV are at 5:45, and varsity is at 7:15, and that is camo night. There's also boys water polo versus Auburn Riverside at 9 p.m.
On Tuesday, we have boys and girls golf at Kennedy Catholic at 3 p.m., C-team girls soccer at Kenwood at 3:30, JV boys tennis versus Auburn Riverside at 3:30, varsity boys tennis at Auburn Riverside at 3:30, and girls soccer at Tahoma. JV is at 5:30 and varsity is at 7.
On Wednesday, we have girls volleyball at Kentwood. C and JV are at 5:45, and varsity is at 7:15. There's also JV girls soccer game at Kent Lake at 6 p.m., and boys water polo versus Bellevue at 9 p.m.
On Thursday, we have boys and girls golf versus Kennedy Catholic at 3 p.m., girls swim at Kenwood at 3:15, JV boys tennis at Auburn at 3:30, varsity boys tennis versus Auburn at 3:30, C-team girls soccer at Tahoma at 7, girls soccer at Kennedy Catholic with JV at 4 and varsity at 6, and volleyball versus Mount Rainier with C and JV at 5:45, varsity at 7, and it's pink out.
On Friday, we have JV boys tennis at Mount Rainier at 3:30, varsity boys tennis versus Mount Rainier at 3:30, and football at Mount Rainier at 7 p.m. See you next week.
The Booster Club is doing a fundraiser to support the Kent Ridge boys soccer. Come join us to cheer on the Sounders at their biggest match of the season. Sounders will face their Portland Timbers rival on Decision Day on October 19th. Gates open at 4:30 with kickoff at 6 p.m. A portion of ticket sales through this link will go to the Support the KR Chargers Boys Soccer Team Booster Club. Thank you.
Do you know a language other than English? Can you read, write, and speak it too?
Testing is available for 9th to 12th grade students enrolled in a Kent School District school. To earn 1 to 4 world language credits in your language, how well can you do the following?
I can understand ideas on familiar topics expressed through phrases, short sentences, and frequently used expressions.
I can understand the main idea and some details in simple text that contain familiar vocabulary.
I can exchange information with another person about familiar tasks and topics and activities.
I can use a series of phrases and sentences to provide basic information about familiar topics.
I can write simple descriptions and short messages and request or provide basic information about familiar topics. From October 10 to 9:30 a.m. In the Kent Ridge School Library is upcoming test date.
There will be an environmental club meeting today in room 114. Tabletop Game Club will be meeting in the library from 2:15 to 3:30, Friday, October 4th and October 18th. Everyone is welcome to come play board games, card games, and role-playing games.
It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. Everybody say hooray. There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today.
Hey Chargers!
Welcome back to Keeping It Current. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Janice, and today we have our favorite environmental science and biology teacher, Mr. Cochran.
That's me.
Today we're going to be talking about ways to be more sustainable for our planet so that we can thrive in the future and tackle some global challenges.
And did you know that there are little changes you guys can make a big difference on our planet?
So that's right. There's lots of little things you can do. For example, instead of having lots of little water bottles, you could just reuse the same water bottle over and over again. Instead of eating a lot of processed food, you could become aware of where your food comes from, buy local. And instead of having someone drive you to school where you're the only person in the car, you could walk, carpool, or ride the bus.
That sounds easy, Mr. Cochran. I'll make sure to practice some of those in the future.
So here's our challenge to you. What are some ways that you can become more sustainable to better our planet?
Bye, Chargers. Go vote.
What happened last week?
Wow.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life, shut it down. The career's more at stake when you in your prime. Fuck that paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping